Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Marissa Yamane.
And I'm Jai Cunningham. 2 Honolulu police officers are under investigation for manslaughter for the death of a man that they had arrested, a man who had refused medical treatment.
The officers have not been charged in the case, but Chief Joe Logan made the announcement this afternoon after receiving new information from the medical examiner's office.
In late December, District 1 Crime Reduction Unit officers stopped a male who they believed was operating a stolen moped in the Ala Shopping Center parking lot. Physical force was used by the officers to make the arrest.
The plainclothes officers had been in the Ala area doing hotspot policing, on the lookout for people breaking into or stealing cars. Chief Logan said the officers did not beat the man identified as 77-year-old Thomas Matias. However,
physical force was used by the officers to make the arrest, which resulted in the male sustaining injuries to his face and torso.
Logan said Matias was taken to the hospital but refused treatment. He was then arrested for driving the stolen moped and was released pending investigation. 2 days later, police and paramedics went to check on Matias at his home.
The male told the responding officers that he had been assaulted by police officers 2 days earlier. He then was transported to the hospital, where he was found to have multiple rib and facial fractures.
But Logan said Matias then left the hospital several hours later. He died on January 10th. Shortly after, 2 officers were placed on restricted duty. They have 3 and 8 years of service.
The case was initially classified as a first-degree assault, but based on the medical examiner's autopsy findings, the manner of death was homicide, with the cause combined effects of existing medical conditions and recent chest and rib injuries. The case will be reclassified to manslaughter.
Matias had a lengthy criminal history dating back to 1965 with 28 prior convictions, including assault, burglary, robbery, driving under the influence, and terroristic threatening. The police officers union SHOPO told us in a statement, "It is important to remember that at this point in the process, these are allegations. We fully expect the Honolulu Police Department to conduct a thorough and objective investigation into these allegations to get to the truth." SHOPO firmly supports a fair process that holds our officers to the high standards expected of them by our fellow officers and the community we serve.
And the chief said there's no body cam video of Matias's arrest since crew officers don't wear them. So what happens next? The chief said the criminal investigation could take several months. Now, after that, they'll confer the case with the prosecutor's office, and the attorneys will then determine whether or not charges are warranted in this case.